Welcome back to the Weekend Warriors Show Recap Podcast. I'm Tyler from the Unemployed Architects. This week, I guess I'm going to be talking about the live streams and all the madness going on right now. It's all very, very, very strange. I don't even really know where to begin. I've been doing the live streams for probably 3 weeks at this point, Fridays and Saturdays, trying to get my sound kind of up to snuff and the way the room looks kind of up to snuff. It's kind of like my own little studio. It's been weird. I haven't posted a podcast in a while. It's funny how you kind of delude yourself into thinking that, you know, if I could just not have my day job, I'd get so much more done and I'd get so much accomplished. And I'm not even booking shows because I don't know when that's going to even start up again. So strange. It's like it's a different kind of fight that you're fighting. It's strange even just talking to the microphone here. I feel like my social skills in general are just all sorts of messed up. I haven't really, I go out of the house maybe once a day, once every 2 days, just to like the grocery store or something like that. Gas station maybe. But yeah, so I don't really have a lot of practice talking. So I guess this is my getting it out session here. I don't really know. I feel like I should be putting out way more stuff. It's so weird. I do have more time, and lately I've just been staying up so late, and then I don't get up till like 2. My sleep cycle is very, very messed up, and it's my fault ultimately. But you just, you get one night where you stay up a little late, and then you sleep in, and then one more night, a little bit later, sleep in a little bit later. I mean, I got up at before noon today at least. And then, I still want to try to relax around the same time that I normally do. I'm still teaching lessons, so it's not like I'm completely worthless, I guess. But, and I've written a song recently that I thought was pretty cool, and the live stream stuff just has been taking a lot more to make it sound okay. The way I started it was I was miking my PA system with the mic that I'm using for this podcast, and wasn't getting a great sound, and I was putting everything through a mixer into the PA, and then miking that, and then I'd use my in-ears, and slowly I've been reducing the amount. I tried like a million things to make it sound good. Tried to hardwire it, because I thought maybe it was a bandwidth issue, but my quality just seems so much lower than a lot of other people's that I've been seeing. There's one thing that this pandemic has really showed me. It's how many just super talented people there are. It's like crazy. I mean, I like a lot of artists, I guess, and a lot of different pages that post regularly, and I'll just click on a random person and I'll just be in awe of how amazing they are. And yeah, I mean they definitely have the views to show it, but it is crazy sometimes. Because, I try to convince myself that I'm, like, competitive in this. And then I watch somebody that's so good. And then I go back and I shouldn't do this, but I do. I go back and I watch my live stream from the previous night or whatever. And I'm like, these aren't even comparable. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I don't really have much to offer. And I've been getting okay views. It's not like and of course I'm probably super critical of myself, but you see some of these people and you're like, holy shit, that was crazy good. And it's just like a random person I'll click on. I have no idea who they are, where they're from. Be over 100,000 views, and it'll just blow me away. But I can only work with what I got, I guess. But so lately I've been throwing a room mic up just to get a touch of the verb, because this room's very, very dry that I've been recording stuff in. It definitely looks cool. I mean, Lo and I spent like 5 hours decorating, and it's been an evolution. But now I just trying to make it, trying to, I can blame the sound and stuff all I want, but sorry, that's my squeaky chair. I apologize for that. But you can blame the sound all you want, but when it comes down to it, it's me that I get annoyed at. I did a live stream Friday, and I thought it sounded pretty good. I had a little bit of verb in the room, and my iPad mic that I've been using, this Blue Lightning digital microphone, and thought it sounded pretty good, and I listened to it, and it's crazy sometimes too, because I'll in my head during the performance be like, oh my god, I can't believe how bad that was. Or I'll have there are moments like that, and there's moments, to the contrary, where it's like, whew, that was a good one. But when I go back and listen to them, oftentimes it's flip-flopped. Like, the parts that I thought were so bad, I can barely notice. Almost not at all. And the parts that I think are good, I'm like, what was I even doing there? Didn't quite hit. I think part of it is, I don't know. I've been doing these long streams, so I've been doing last 2 nights I did 2 hours per night, and I don't see a lot of other people doing that kind of length, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm scared to lose my stage time. It's I know it's not the exact same, but it gives me, if I'm doing 2 hours, it gives me a reason to practice a lot throughout the week. And then when the time comes, I try to lay it down. I think, but what I was saying is, I played Friday. It was pretty good. Not nothing amazing, but I thought it was pretty solid performance. And then I played Saturday night, and I don't know what it was. I just could not get it. It was not clicking right. The whole thing, I watched a lot of it, and I mean, it wasn't bad. I've seen worse for sure. And I know I shouldn't even be comparing myself to anybody, but I hear it and I'm just a touch off. I ended up and deleted the whole performance because I played almost all originals too. Maybe that was the problem. I played some weird covers, kind of off the beaten path covers that I haven't played in a long time. I played a Death Cab song, that I Will Follow You in the Dark. It's kind of the one that everyone does, but I haven't played it. And I ran through it in a practice a week ago just to see if I could still remember the words. And then I don't know why I'm and I place way too much weight in this stuff. I don't know why. Nobody cares if I am a little off on a song. But for some reason, I'm just all right, well, I haven't played this live in a year. Let's just see what happens. And I do that for a lot of songs for some reason. I just couldn't get on top of my notes. Or maybe I was too sharp. I don't know. I kept listening, trying to decide what it was. And I don't know if it's just wasn't focused enough or something. I just was not in the pocket as much as I was on Friday night. Friday I played a lot of covers, but I don't know if that was the difference or my mental state was I know I didn't sleep very good that night, Friday night, and I used a different guitar on Saturday. could use the quieter guitar, but I thought that was going to help me sing better, and that's so I don't really have to shout over the guitar. But I don't know. It's been weird. A lot of contemplating, just thinking about what I should be doing. It's really weird. At least when I'm working a lot, and I kind of daydream throughout the day, I don't feel bad for not getting stuff done because it's like I have a good solid excuse. But lately I don't really have one. I've been, like I said, I wrote a song that I think is pretty cool, but I don't have it down near well enough to try it in front of anybody. I have to keep, and I probably need to write a bridge or something for it. I don't know. It's a lot of the same so far, but I like where it's going, and it's almost done. And I've been doing the live streams, but that's it. I was doing a lot of videos through TikTok, doing just minute-long Instagram videos. Well, I would edit them on TikTok because they have a lot of cool filters. And they have a really nice audio filter too. Just adds a little tiny bit of verb. Not enough that's almost noticeable, but it just makes me feel better about it, I guess. I guess if I didn't think that I sucked, I wouldn't need that, but I do think that sometimes, so I need all these crutches. Yeah, I mean, it's inaudible, the amount that they add, but it does seem to kind of smooth it out just a tiny bit. And then you can add these cool visual filters as well. You can put the lyrics. I did that with a lot of original songs. Just putting the lyrics so you could kind of read along and keep people, watching. I don't know. I try to be bulletproof. I wish that I could just every performance be undoubtedly great, but I just can't really seem to get there. And I don't really know. I mean, I practice all the time. It makes me think that, I don't know. It just makes me question myself a lot. I want to be this confident, bulletproof person that can just pick up a guitar at any time and just kill it, But I don't know if I'm getting in my own way or if it's just not really what I should be focusing on. But anyway, Friday night, like I said, was a better stream. I think I'm kind of down because the Saturday one didn't go like I wanted it to. But I had a lot of good friends kind of hanging out and watching and requesting songs. And I had that Saturday too. I just didn't, I don't know. I was surprised some of them made it as long as they did. I don't know if I just shouldn't be posting as long of sets, but it's like I said earlier, I want to keep my stage time up so I have my chops, but I need to really I recorded an acoustic version of a song of mine called Firebound, and that's I just have to pay to release it, which is $30 to get it copywritten and all that jazz, get it up on all the streaming sites. But so I'm waiting for my next paycheck to do that, so at least I got that. Oh, I'm yawning, sorry. I just woke up that long ago. Drinking my coffee here, but doesn't really seem to be doing the trick. Anyway, so I'll be putting that out soon. I talked to Jeff about maybe finishing one of my other ones via Skype. Just a couple little touch-ups it needs before I feel comfortable releasing it. And that's a studio, sounds like a studio track, but really did it all on my iPad. A little grungy for a studio track, but I think it sounds pretty good. And then I don't know, I've been thinking about, there's this contest every year called the NPR Tiny Desk Contest, and you can you put a video of you doing an original song with a really small desk, and you enter it, and you get the chance to maybe perform like in, the official NPR Tiny Desk space, and they'll film it and put it out on YouTube and all that. And I've been watching the NPR Tiny Desk shows forever, and they're really cool because they're just really broken down a lot of the time. A couple real standouts. I watched Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, and it was just so good. He's just playing acoustic and has a full backing band. There's like one kind of room mic, and it just sounds like flawless. I watched Coldplay just put a new one out on there that was a really broken down version of some of their newer stuff mixed with some of their older stuff, and it was very good. Sometimes you forget, like, I don't know, Coldplay is just one of those bands that people like to hate, but then you watch them I don't know, I watched one of it was, I think 2012, they did a 3D DVD, and, well, it was 3D in theaters, and then they released it as a DVD, and I watched that recently, and, like, the light show that they put on and just the performances they have are great. Anyway, the NPR thing was, like, just awesome. It was very, very, and like I was trying to say, you just kind of forget how good of a musician Chris Martin is. I mean, his vocal tone was just, like, so nice. And there was no processing, no effects. It was just what it was. So that was a good one. Some kind of lower level bands. I've been really liking this band called Saint Seneca for a really long time. Kind of unique sounding taste, an acquired taste a little bit, but the writing is, like, so good. And for the voice that guy has, like, he's a good singer, but it's weird. I mean, it's kind of like Neutral Milk Hotel-esque, but the lyrics that he writes are just amazing. I mean, he's a real wordsmith for sure. I don't know his name, but that's a pretty cool one. I'm trying to think of some other good. Anyway, I was supposed to do a video in March to enter this contest, and I procrastinated on it super hard because, everything that happened, and I was trying to set up the room. Well, now I have the room, and they extended it a month, so I can still sign up, but I can't convince myself to do it for some reason. It's driving me nuts. It's like in the back of my head constantly, like all these other things. But I need a desk. And like I decorated this cool looking room. It's like I should do it in here, but I really can't fit a desk in here. I have one that I could go get from my work, but I don't know. I've just been putting a lot of stuff off. And I don't really know what I've been working out a lot, which is good. I've been not eating well, for sure. I mean, I have my moments, but it's just so easy to be bored and eat a lot of just garbage food, essentially. Because I'm not like, I just eat what we have. And, when you're stocking up, and we don't go crazy on the stocking up, but, I grab some cheap frozen pizzas or some Hot Pockets or something like that, and I'll eat those as a meal, and that's just really bad for it. Even though that's, kind of how I grew up in high school. I think that's what I lived on. Subway, so eating a loaf of bread, essentially, and then frozen pizzas, Hot Pockets, Hostess stuff, Pop-Tarts, cereal, just, my nutrition has never been good. At least, I'm 31. At least now I'm starting to, I don't know, it's been years. I was a vegetarian for like 3 years, but then I just leaned towards eating bread constantly. I would eat macaroni and cheese pizzas, and I would do that all the time and wonder why I wasn't losing weight. You can still eat chocolate if you're a vegetarian. And I didn't do it for any, I don't know, moral reason, I guess. I did it more because I thought it would be healthy. But, I mean, there's ways that you can eat terribly as a vegetarian. And then I switched to, all meat for a while. So, the exact opposite. And I was really into that. I lost a bunch of weight with that, to its credit. but damn, was that boring. Just eating meat all the time. And then, you start to have a little bit of something, and then you start to change, and it evolves into, okay, so I'm going to eat vegetables and fruits on maybe Mondays and Tuesdays, and the rest of the week I'll stay awake and then have a cheat day on Sunday, and and then that kind of evolves or devolves into just whatever. And then this whole thing going on, I just have not been on top of it. I mean, like I said, the time to work out is nice. I've been more on top of that stuff, and I've been practicing the same amount that I normally do. I just haven't put out the amount of stuff that I want. I mean, I know technically 2 hours of music every Friday and Saturday for 3 weeks is not nothing, but it's not something I want to get behind and promote, because it's not all amazing, I guess. But I don't know, still trying to figure it out. That's why, and I should be doing podcasts if not twice a week, but I just don't know what I even have to talk about, honestly. It's such a weird time. But I talked about doing one with remotely with some good friends of mine, the Heroic Charade, and we were trying to kind of figure that out this week, and we talked about it, but it never really came to fruition. So I was kind of waiting on that, and I think I was using that as an excuse not to record as much, but hopefully we can get them on there. I know this isn't going to come out today, but they're doing a live stream later today, so I'm looking forward to that. They always sound very, very good. Got to give a shout out to a good friend of ours, Alex Gerard, who been killing it on the post and stuff lately. Hot Sauce Universe, Chicago Farmer, Clayton Shea. I think I saw he's been streaming a little bit. Trying to think of who else you should maybe pay attention to. Edward David Anderson does one every Wednesday night live stream. But there's so many good people. I'm sure I'm leaving a million out, but I'm going to try to give more of a shout out to those people, because they're doing good work, and it's, something to watch, something to take your mind off. That's the one good thing about doing the live streams is that I really don't I'm so focused on setting up the sound and then playing and the room and all that stuff that I don't really think about the craziness of what's going on. I really hope this is about done, but it's tough to say. Anyway, so that's my check-in, I guess. So thanks for listening. I'll appreciate anybody who took the time, and talk to you soon. Bye.